How to add nitrogen to garden soil. Animal waste, animal byproducts and granulated chemical fertilizers can be added to garden soil to increase its nitrogen level, but other options are available, too. Household kitchen waste, for example, can be used as a homemade nitrogen fertilizer. Determine which material to use based on how much nitrogen it adds to soil as well as its cost and availability. The numbers. Fertilizers often contain nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, or N, P and K, respectively. Their ratio is listed as 3 numbers on a fertilizer package, with each number representing the percentage of its element in the fertilizer. Fertilizer with a ratio that begins with a number followed by 2 zeros, such as 1000, supplies only nitrogen. Chemical fertilizer. Granular chemical fertilizer is available with a wide variety of nitrogen levels. Such a fertilizer's application rate varies with the percentage of nitrogen in the fertilizer. For example, the application rate for a 100 square foot area is 1 pound of fertilizer that has a ratio, or analysis, of 1000 or half pound of fertilizer with an analysis of 1600. Warning. Wear protective clothing and eyewear when applying a chemical fertilizer. Animal byproducts. Blood meal is dried waste from slaughterhouses. It has an analysis of 1200. Apply 2 to 5 pounds of blood meal for every 100 square feet of garden soil that has a low amount of nitrogen, or use 1 pound of blood meal for every 100 square feet of soil that has a sufficient nitrogen level. Alternatively, apply 3 tablespoons of blood meal for every 10 square feet of soil, sprinkling it carefully by hand around plants after they have been planted. Do not apply blood meal within 3 inches of plant stems because it will burn them. It may make the soil more acidic. Feather meal is made from byproducts of slaughtered poultry. It is 7 to 12% nitrogen. Add 2.5 to 5 pounds of it per 100 square feet of soil. Sprinkle 3 to 6 tablespoons of it per 10 square feet of soil around planted perennials. It takes more than 4 months for feather meal nitrogen to be released into soil. Apply feather meal to gardens in fall so the nitrogen will be available to plants in spring. Warning. Some organic fertilizer has had chemical fertilizer added to increase nutrient levels. Check the label when purchasing commercially packaged organic fertilizer. Animal waste. Bat guano has an analysis of 1031 when it has been processed for nitrogen. It also adds microbes that help break down organic matter and improve soil. Spread 5 pounds of bat guano per 100 square feet of soil. Use it to add nitrogen around growing plants by mixing 3 teaspoons of it with 1 gallon of water and pouring the mixture over the soil. Fish emulsion and fish meal are made from fish waste. Fish emulsion has an analysis of 522. It is water-soluble and used to add nitrogen to the soil of planted gardens. Mix 6 tablespoons of it per 1 gallon of water, and pour the solution over the soil around plants. Fish meal has an analysis of 422 to 970. It is spread over soil at the rate of 3 pounds for every 100 square feet. Plant-based fertilizer. Soybean meal provides nitrogen and small amounts of phosphorus and potassium. It has an analysis of 721. Apply 8 pounds of soybean meal for every 100 square feet of soil. Kitchen waste. Coffee grounds and eggshells are sources of nitrogen and contain small amounts of phosphorus and potassium. The analysis of coffee grounds is 20.30.6 while the analysis of eggshells is 1.20.40.1. Apply 5 to 10 pounds of coffee grounds or 2 pounds of crushed eggshells for every 100 square feet. Coffee grounds may increase soil's acidity. Free fertilizer. Grass clippings from mowing the lawn can be used to add nitrogen. phosphorus and potassium. The analysis of grass clippings is 0.5, 0.2, 0.5. The clippings offer the additional benefits of increasing the level of organic matter in the soil. They also create a more hospitable environment for worms as well as microorganisms that break down waste and improve the soil. Mow with a mulching lawnmower, and leave the clippings on the lawn to add these nutrients to the lawn soil. Apply 50 pounds of grass clippings for every 100 square feet of garden soil that is low in nitrogen. Apply 30 pounds for every 100 square feet if the soil is not nitrogen deficient. Warning: grass clippings from a lawn that was treated with pesticides or herbicides should not be used. Nitrogen applications. The frequency and timing of nitrogen applications vary greatly with plant requirements and how quickly the soil drains. Plants in sandy soil may need more frequent applications than those in clay or loam soil. Also, some plants grow poorly when nitrogen is added to their soil, while others are heavy feeders that require frequent applications. In general, nitrogen is added to garden soil in spring when plants begin to put on new growth or prior to planting. Nitrogen should be applied to lawns in late summer and fall. Application method. Things you'll need: drop or rotary spreader, garden hose, rake, shovel or rototiller. Step 1. Determine the amount of fertilizer that needs to be applied based on the application rate for the material used and the size of the area. Pour 1/2 of that amount into a drop or rotary spreader, and spread it over the area in one direction, such as while walking east and west. Pour the other 1/2 into the spreader, and spread it over the same area in the other direction, such as while walking north and south. Spread fertilizer around plants in gardens by hand. Wash the fertilizer off the foliage with water from a garden hose. Step 2. Rake the fertilizer into the top 1 to 2 inches of soil with a rake. Do not to rake too deeply or else you will injure shallow plant roots. Water the fertilized soil. Water helps wash the fertilizer down to roots. Alternatively, after applying fertilizer to a garden that has not been planted, mix the fertilizer into the top 6 inches of soil by using a shovel or rototiller.